Hello BookTube, I have a manga haul for you today. I received several packages of manga in the mail from Amazon and Book People, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. So first up is the latest volume of My Hero Academia. This is volume 37 by Kohei Horikoshi. I pre-ordered this with Book People, the great independent bookstore in Austin, Texas, and it came in the mail today. So, My Hero Academia is a manga series inspired by American superhero comics. In the far future, the majority of humanity have superpowers called quirks. A small number of the population don't have superpowers, they're quirkless. One of these people is a young man named Izuku Midoriya, who idolizes superheroes. One day, in an act of bravery, he inspires the greatest superhero in Japan, All Might, to take him on as an apprentice. And All Might grants Izuku his quirk, One for All. This allows Izuku to go to UA, the greatest superhero school in Japan, and begin his training to become a superhero. Unfortunately for Izuku, at this moment, the status quo that has existed in Japan and around the world, thanks largely to the efforts of All Might, are beginning to crumble. There are new villains arising, most notably the League of Villains, whose leader, Shigaraki, is the apprentice of All Might's great enemy, All for One, who aspires to become the Demon Lord of the world. Over the course of the series, the League of Villains gain in power despite many setbacks as Izuku himself becomes the hero Deku and begins to sort of go on adventures, fight villains, whether he's supposed to or not, and eventually things come to a head in a great war between the heroes and villains, which this volume is in the middle of. I read this volume this afternoon, and is it good? I had an absolute blast. I cannot wait to talk to you about this volume on Friday. It is so good. So good. So from Amazon, I picked up the final 5 volumes of Great Priest Imhotep by Makoto Morishita. Is a series set in modern-day Japan about the 5,000-year-old Egyptian priest god Imhotep, who in this setting was a wizard who was a vizier to not only a high priest but also a vizier who, in an attempt to save a friend from his fate, ended up causing far more harm than he intended, and his punishment was sealed away for millennia. He is unsealed in the present day to help finally defeat the consequences of his actions. A race of demons called Magi that assume the forms of the Egyptian gods. And the center of this battle is in Japan. So I've read the first 4 volumes of the series and really enjoyed it. And I decided to pick up the rest of the series. So I've earlier collected the first 4 volumes as well as volumes 8 and 10. So I had 5 volumes to go. So I ordered them earlier this week, and 4 of them have come in. I'm still missing volume 7, which should have come in today, but there was a bit of a snafu with that particular truck. It was ended up going to Austin. Fortunately, it was not delivered in Austin because I don't live in Austin, but it's currently, the last time I checked, in the Austin regional post office. So it should be heading to Fort Worth sometime tonight or tomorrow, and then it'll get to me on Monday. So there should be a mail haul on Monday, which works out well because I am planning on reading the rest of M over the course of the coming work week. So this is volume 5. Let's get these in order. This is volume 6. This is volume 9. And this is volume 11, which is a bit longer than the other volumes are, so, which is usually typical. And the final chapter is usually, of most manga series, are a bit longer. Also, it could be that the final chapters, like how the depending how many chapters are normally in a volume, the final chapters might have been too big for a regular volume, or, well, wouldn't have been enough to make a volume on their own, so it was second to a final volume. I'll read it and find out. So, once again, some of the Great Priest Imhotep. And the fabulous My Hero Academia, volume 37. So on Monday, there should be a book haul. I'm also hoping to do a video talking about my reading history, and a question if anybody's reading history, or I'm not entirely sure how you would describe it, but if it's anything like mine, and hopefully I can make it make sense when I name the video. Hopefully it'll be on Monday, but it could also, I don't know, because I have an errand to run on Monday, shortly after my usual filming period, and I might also have an errand on Tuesday, so I don't know exactly how things are going to work out, or I might have an errand on Tuesday, I don't know. We shall see, and I will report back. But anyway, so this is my manga haul. Thank you, BookTube. I will see you hopefully on Monday with another book haul at least, if not more big videos than that. So until then, thank you. Have a great evening and weekend, and stay safe.